Toby and Henrietta were enjoying their new job on the island of Sodor, so Topham had found them very useful on Thomas's branch line. Thanks to them, he no longer had to deal with the police along the quarry road. However, they were very old-fashioned and did need new paint. James was very rude to them whenever he saw them. Ugh, what dirty objects, he would say. Toby and Henrietta put up with it for a little bit. They enjoyed the long journeys on Thomas's branch line and the new sights of the island, so they couldn't stay mad forever. However, one day, Toby lost all patience. "James," he asked, "why are you red?" "I am a splendid engine," answered James. "Ready for anything. You never see my paint dirty." "Oh," said Toby earnestly, "that's why you once needed bootlaces. To be ready, I suppose." James went redder than ever and snorted off. It was such an insult to be reminded about how once a bootlace had to be used to mend a hole in his coaches. Later, Toby told Thomas all about it at the top station. "Ha ha ha," chuckled Thomas. "That's what that pompous engine gets. I didn't know he was so sore about it still." Toby giggled. It serves him right. I can deal with rude comments to me, but Henrietta? Ugh, so rude. And he goes around boasting about his paintwork, like he's never been dirty before in his entire life. "Well," said Thomas crossly, "the next time he decides to say something rude, remind him of how dirty he got after that accident on his first day. He wasn't exactly shimmering when I was done with him." Toby perked up. "He crashed on his first day?" he asked. "Yes," Thomas said. "It was in that field not far out of Elsbridge." "So his paint was dirty," Toby said. "Not the red coat," Thomas said. "He was still in his Lancashire and Yorkshire livery when he crashed." Toby scoffed. "Oh, come off it, Toby," Thomas said. "He'll get his." Later, James was on his way back to the big station. He was in an incredibly foul mood after a late departure at the junction. When he stopped, he saw Sir Topham Hatt at the platform. "James, I need you to take Henry's next slow freight train. He needs to take the express for Gordon while he's at the works." James fumed angrily. "Sir, can't you get Percy or Eagle or someone else to take it? How about Alfred?" "I'm afraid it's too heavy for Percy to take, and he's needed here in the yard. Eagle is working on the Brendan branch, and Alfred is helping out on the mainland. You're the only engine available right now." "Sir, please, really useful engines don't argue," Sir Topham Hatt snapped. So James left his coaches and went to get the next train. A slow freight train stops at every station on the line to pick up and set down more freight cars. But James hated the slow freight trains. "Dirty cars from dirty sidings," he fumed. Blech. Starting with only a few, he picked up more and more cars at each station until he had a very long train. At first, the freight cars behaved very well, but James had bumped them so crossly they were determined to get back at him. Presently, they approached the top of Gordon's Hill. Heavy freight trains halt here so they can pin down their brakes. James had had an accident with cars before and should have remembered this. The driver then realized where they were. "Wait, James, wait!" he called. But James wouldn't wait. He was too busy thinking about what he would say to Toby when they next met. The freight car's chance had come. Hurrah! Hurrah! They laughed, and banging their buffers, they pushed James down the hill. On! Roared the cars. I've got to stop! I've got to stop! Wailed James. The conductor tried to apply the brakes, but the train was still going too fast. Faster! Faster! Laughed the cars as they surged ahead. They thundered towards the station and into the yard. Disaster lay ahead. Something sticky splashed all over James. He had run into 2 tar wagons and was black from smoke box to cab. He was more dirty than hurt, but the tar wagons and some of the cars were all to pieces. Percy and Toby were sent to help clear the wreckage. "Look here, Percy," Toby said. "Whatever is that dirty object?" "That's James, didn't you know?" asked Percy, chuckling. "It's James's shape, but James is a splendid red engine. You'll never see his paint dirty." James pretended he didn't hear. Toby and Percy finished clearing away the unhurt cars and then helped James back to the sheds. Sir Topham Hatt met them. "Well done, Percy and Toby," he said. Then he turned to James. "Fancy letting your cars run away like that. I'm quite surprised. You're not fit to be seen. You shall be cleaned at once. And Toby, you and Percy will have a new coat of paint." Toby was very happy. "Please, sir, can Henrietta have one too?" "Certainly, Toby," Sir Topham Hatt said. "Oh, thank you, sir," Toby said. "She will be pleased." All James could do was watch Toby as he ran off to tell Henrietta the good news. Toby and Henrietta were very happy with their new coats of paint. James, well, he's never made fun of them for being dirty again.